boys and girls. As always, we remember that in this class, we are calm, we are creative, and we are artists. Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Art Challenge number 11. This art challenge title is Magnificent Map Making. The materials that you're going to need for this art project include a piece of paper, a pencil, a Sharpie, and any art materials that you have at home that you'd like to use to add color. Now, we know that artists always start with an idea, and the idea behind this art challenge is that artists are explorers. We can use our art skills to record and create a map to help remember a special place or to share our favorite places with others. We have an art word for this art challenge today, and that art word is cartographer. We are going to be cartographers for this project today because a cartographer is a person who designs, draws, or creates maps. We have an artist connection for our project today, and his name is Nate Padavick. He is a contemporary artist based in New York City. He designs and creates special maps. The maps that he creates are special because they combined illustrations of the important places along with the locations and the roads. They are so much fun to look at. I have a few planning questions before we get started today. The first thing I really want you to think about is what special place do you want to create a map of? It could be the town where you live, your house, the state, the United States, or it could even be an imaginary place. And the second thing I want you to do before we get started is make a list of the buildings or destinations that you want to include in your map. Once you've done that, we'll be ready to get started. I can't wait to see what we're going to make. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do to be a cartographer and create our very own maps is we have to plan this out a little bit. On the planning and direction sheet, I gave you the task to first figure out where you want to create a map, and then you have to list all the different destinations that you want to show on your map. Now remember, your map could be real, it could be imaginary, it could be your favorite place, it could be the town that you live. And I decided to do a map that shows my drive from Elma Primary School to Wales Primary School and some of my favorite destinations along the way. Now, after you have this map planned out, you can start plotting the different places on your piece of paper of where those places and things might be. Now, to help you out with this step, if you are doing a real map, I went onto Google Maps and I did the directions option from Elma Primary to Wales Primary, and it helps me to figure out where those places are and what it might look like. Now, if you want to do it from memory, that is totally fine too, and I think it would make a great outcome. Okay, first a dot for Elma Primary, and then Wales down here. Next up, we got to put a dot for the Elma Public Library, under the apple tree, a dot for Knox Farm, dot for all the fun stuff in East Aurora, dot out here for Marilla, and anything else we could think of along the way. Okay, the next step is we are going to be drawing icons that represent each of our destinations on our map. You can see for Elma Primary, I drew a heart around it. That's a symbol that represents our theme song, Deep in the Heart of Elma. I've got a book for the public library, an apple tree for under the apple tree. We've got a chief head for main campus. We've got a horse for Knox Farm, some fun stuff in East Aurora. For Wales Primary, we got our fun woodchuck because we're on Woodchuck Road. and any other fun stuff that you could think of along the way. Okay, after all of our icons are drawn on our map, the next thing that we have to do is we have to place our title. Now, the best place to figure out where your title is going to go is find the area that has the most open space. And the way that my map works out is pretty much the center of my map. So, the title for my map is Elma to Wales. Next up, we have to figure out where the roads are going to go. So, I'm going to use a series of straight lines. You could label your roads if you want, but you could just draw the lines to connect the different places on your map and show where you can go. Now we're going to add some extra map elements that you see that are common in maps. Now the first thing I'm going to draw is something called a compass rose, and that tells you the direction of where you're going when you're looking at your map. Now typically these are done with a north, south, east, and west pattern. Check this out. Okay, we could also add a legend to our map, and that tells people some different things that you want to mark on your map. I think in my legend, I am going to mark places that make me happy and places that I love. The final step is we can fill in around all of our icons little doodles or images that add to our map. After you're done drawing, the final step is to add color. You can use any kind of art material that you have. There you have it. That's my journey from Elma Primary to Wales Primary. I hope you like my map. I cannot wait to see yours. Remember to send me a picture in my email.